Strong TV, and this is the first, I guess I'll call it, episode of what I'm going to call Arrested Development. It's where I take little notes that I took from books that I'm reading because I was thinking about a way to do a book club thing, and I'm like, man, I ain't got time to wait till I read every book. So while I'm reading the book, I'm just going to take the things that paragraphs and sentences or quotes that I, you know, box in with my pen and have little discussions about them to record for the channel. Those of you that see them, feel free to add on, feel free to whatever, or just do it in your own private time. It's really about arrested development, which is, I call it that for a few reasons. Me, I got a GED. I had things in my life that arrested my development. I think in this day and time, we're living in a time of arrested development because people don't, it's not as much self-education as we need via literature. And I remember a long time ago, I was sitting in my Ford station wagon. I was listening to a news program, and I remember a guy saying that most people after high school don't read a book. So I thought about that, and that's one of the reasons. And it's just, I just feel like we're living in those times. And for everybody who have not given themselves that challenge, I've always liked to read, and it's something I picked up just on my own outside of the outside of the school system. Outside of the box. It was just something that I did just for spare time. I learned how to pass time with it, but it's just it's my way of giving back once again, giving another side to once again my children and anything that can help for society. So today, what are we coming out of is this book called Out of Control: The New Biology of Machines, Social Systems, and the Economic World. Now, this is just what I'm coming from. Somebody else will get this and have a whole nother type of discussion from it. So it's not about me being a professor or me being the smartest. It's just what I took from a statement or a paragraph or whatever the case may be. Like I said, feel free to add on. That's what it's all about. People adding on, giving different perspectives, views, different depths of knowledge and understanding of what I may have read and what I may have interpreted. It's about growing people, and Arrested Development because we live opposite to what the Bible says, which is to love one another as you love God, as you love yourselves, which if you love yourself, you're going to grow yourself, develop yourself, uplift yourself, give as much knowledge to yourself as you can to live in an ever-changing, ever-evolving world, and we don't do that. So that's another form of arrested development. But this is a quick little one just to start the process off, just to start the episodes off. Minsky. This was let me go back the page. There was a couple like guys that were making machines, working on machines, making machines conscious. And these are just the quotes, and I want to discuss what the quotes made me think. Minsky, we're going to make machines intelligent. We are going to make them conscious. This book was written in 1995, or at least incorporated in 1995. First paperback printing, March 1995. I got it out of a tour. They be giving away books, man, different places, man. This book, I know I actually bought this, though. It was $1.50, but, but they also give them away. I got a couple books in here they gave away. Minsky, we're going to make machines intelligent. We are going to make them conscious. This was 1995, when this book was written, not when this man said this. Engelbart, you're going to do all that for the machines. What are you going to do for the people? All right. And that's what I want to talk about. Now, I believe from what I can see, this This is the 1950s when these men were discussing this. And we're already thinking about how we can make machines conscious, what we could do for machines. And already we have forgotten and started, and there were a group of people that had already stopped thinking about what they wanted to do for people and what they wanted to do for machines. How they wanted to make machines, how they wanted to improve machines. And I did a video called Revenge of the Nerds, and this is what I'm talking about. You have a group of people who are so into machines, and then now, look at what we're looking at now. Our children are into machines, phones, more than they are into people. So, what are we looking at right now? What are we really looking at right now? We love to say, oh, these kids ain't like, okay, well, why? This is an accident, from what I can see, and this is just one book. There are thousands of references of doctors and scientists and researchers and all these people in this one book. So the endless trail of evidence of what we're looking at now, it would take 3 lifetimes for us to actually catch up. So, what we're looking at, this is no accident. Is the point. It's no accident, and it's something purposely done. Somebody cares about developing machines more than they care about developing people. So who cares about developing people? None of us? Do any of us care about that? I don't know. But whatever. Just to start it off, who cares about the people? Like you said, what are we going to do for people? Is the question I pose to you. I think most of us would throw us in the trash because most of us don't care about one another. That's what I see. But, time will tell. But it sure looked that way. But, as long as it don't hit your door, right? But it will. But whatever. Whatever. Yeah. But this is not the most professional, most polished, but I had to get it going. Episode 1 of Arrested Development. What are we going to do for people? Brian Armstrong TV.